Hi everyone, Highlander here, and here we are in Game 3 of the series sent to me by DotAKing to do a little casting for, and this is once again a 2 vs 2. We have Jin Yang SC here along with the Zerg DotAKing, and this is on the top side of high orbit. And they're obviously doing something they're familiar with. We have, down the bottom we have Panic, and we have Kaz. I wonder how well I'll be pronouncing that throughout this. And here's Terran, and the who's this? Panic. Panic is Protoss. So we've got a Zerg, we've got a Protoss versus a Terran and Protoss. And let's see what's going to be happening here. So I'm expecting this is going to be another dirty sort of cheese of some description, knowing these guys. And looks like we've got this probe headed down for a typical cannon rush, I would be saying. What's our Zerg doing? Well, he hasn't built anything yet, I can see. What's he on? He's on 9 drones, so maybe going for a 10 pull. Okay, no, he's gone for a 9 pull, so that might have just been an 8 pull that sucks. Or might have been a very deliberate 9 pull for all I know. Gotta, give him the benefit of the doubt, I suppose. And what do we have going on here at the opponent side? So we've just got a very standard opening, but it looks like they're getting a fairly good wall off here, which is good. Neither of these guys, neither Kaz nor Panic, have actually scouted out their opponent, nor have they made any attempt to scout. And depending on what these guys are playing, that's a little bit risky. We've got, what is it, Panic sending one out now, and okay, he's spotted this pylon, so hopefully he reacts. He's trying to take out that probe. Jin Yang's cancelled his pylon, so perhaps not the best move. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because you really want to, force a reaction out of the other side if you can. And they're getting their stuff underway now. Does he have a forge up? Yes, he's already got his forge up, so he only needs the pylon up at this end, and then he can start getting his cannons away. And these guys really probably underreacted a little bit here. Two SCVs is probably not sufficient, I'd say, and I think we're about to see the proof of that. This wall is still making its progress now. Once again, if I were these guys, you would be wanting to get this wall off comprehensively. You want this marine inside your wall, and you want to have this wall working very effectively. You want it to be completely blocking things out, because you don't know what the other side is doing. And here we are, we're going to see exactly why that's critical, exactly why that's essential. Had this marine been behind the wall, had this barracks been rallied behind the wall, which you can see it's now doing, then we'd be in a very, very different position indeed. So we have a total of, 8 Zerglings, 6 Zerglings outside the base here, and they're just going to be waiting for these cannons to go up. And if they get these cannons up, Jin Yang gets these cannons up, then Kaz is going to be in a lot of trouble. These barracks just won't last long. But they've got an opportunity here. They have the minerals. They've got 300, 400 minerals here. We've got 100 minerals for our Terran. They've got the chance to wall this off and then just sit up here on the high ground. Okay, the DotAKing's gotten an overlord there in time, which is really going to mean that they're going to have to fight that cannon in a fair fight if they're going to try and take that out. But you know what? It's probably a little bit late now. I mean, that cannon, is now in place, and it's just a bit too much for them to try to expect to be able to win from this position now. And Jin Yang's got cannons going on inside the base. Panic's trying to do his standard build, but really, it's not enough. You should have these gateways walling off, and you really need a forge to fight fire with fire at this stage. Kaz is continuing to pump out Marines. These guys are holding their stuff okay, but I'm still pretty worried about them with this cannon just wailing away at their structures as they go, and without sufficient forces really to take this cannon down. Don't know what this zealot's doing. He's really just on a suicide mission. He's going to make that probe pay for what he's done, I suppose, even if he loses his life in the process, which he did. And that's that. We've got what do we got going on back at the base? So we've pretty much got nothing going on back at these bases. These guys aren't probing, they aren't droning, they're just focused really on this cheesy, dirty all-in. And these Zergling reinforcements are probably going to be it. They're going to mean the end of Panic at the very least. And considering Kaz was doing the right thing, he had all of his stuff in a forward position. He's going to be going down with that as well, and it's just too late to do anything about it now. So I don't think this game can last too much longer. Surely we're going to be seeing a GG from these guys. It's going to have to happen any minute now. One Stalker is not going to be enough to deal with all of this rubbish, and really we should be seeing a GG. before you get to this point, you really should be pulling all your workers off the line, and you want to work in a coordinated effect. I mean, we don't know if Kaz and Panic, if they are random teammates or if they play together all the time, but they should be communicating a little bit better, and they would have been all the better for it. It's always really hard whenever you have an organised team that are working with a strategy that it's time to work effectively together. Any strategy really, not just cheese, is really going to be something that's really hard for you to face, because you're just not working in a focused capacity like these guys are. Even if it's like a 4 warp gate timed with a 3 racks push or something like that, not cheese by any means. Despite what some people might say, I wouldn't ever call that cheese. If they're time to work together, they're time to hit at the same time, then, unless you're working together in a similar way, you're not going to be able to handle that. All else being equal, all skill being equal, I suppose. And it's just too late for these guys now. So we haven't seen a GG, and once again, what I'd like to see is, considering the dirty nature of this cheese, I'd like to see Kaz really just lift off something, just a barracks or something, and fly it off to the corner and make these guys work for their win, because they haven't done much work. They're going to have this game wrapped up in any minute, really. Any second these guys should be GGing. Make them work for it. Make them go get some gas. Make them go get a flying unit to take out some stupid structure in a corner. That seems only fair to me. Panic hasn't rebuilt his base, and he's only one half of an assimilator away from complete and utter annihilation. See DotAKing, I don't know what he's doing with these overlords. I was going to say he's spreading them out to try and start scouting for hidden bases, but that's what Jin Yang thinks he should be doing. But we'll get there. Panic's having a bit of a sook, understandably so. But he lost. They could have scouted this. They could have responded very, very differently, and they would have had an easy win. But you know what? Too late for them. They didn't. So DotAKing and Jin Yang has taken this game away, and that's the end of our 3-game series. So I hope you like them. This is really just mainly done as a favour for DotAKing, but please let me know in the comments below what you think. Normally I do focus on those achievement-based things, so this casting thing's a little bit different for me. This is my first casted series of games, so please give me some feedback. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what I could be doing right, and hopefully you enjoyed all of this, and I'll see you guys around. Best of luck.